Why does AdBeacon only track click attribution? Shouldn't view attribution have some stake in the game? You can't really say, right, that view doesn't have some form of influence of whether or not someone bought something. And to a certain extent, you're correct. But I'm going to walk you through in this series why AdBeacon only tracks click attribution, the difference between click and view, and why we favor one so much. And then at the end of the series, I want to know what your thoughts are. And it really comes down to one simple principle. Are you going to make decisions off of data you can't prove? So let's go ahead and dive right in.
The brilliant mind behind AdBeacon, a tool that has been transforming how brands measure their ad success.
All right, so why does AdBeacon only track click attribution? Well, this was a conversation I had with myself and actually my co-founder in regard to click and versus view. Now, let's just break it down really quickly of what view attribution is versus click attribution. The easiest one of click attribution is there was a tangible click. Someone had to have clicked an ad within a certain amount of time to be able to get the credit. The other side is view. So if someone viewed my ad within a certain amount of time, then they should get the credit. Meta, Google, Pinterest, Snapchat, etc., right? But what is a view? View metrics are very different than view attribution. View metrics are going to be things like maybe how long somebody viewed an ad for. And some people have a calculation of thumb stop ratio, which is synonymous with hook rate. These are different view metrics. They're hard metrics in which a platform sends over to you and shows to you as reporting. But view attribution is different. It says that we should get credit. And it's this little proprietary blend of metrics. It's this formula, right? So if you want to look at ROAS, how is ROAS calculated? Spend divided by revenue, right? There is a full formula for you. For view attribution, there is not. And here is the root of the problem. View attribution in Meta is a black box. We don't know what that formula is, but then here's the secondary variable. View attribution in Meta is a different definition than view attribution in Google, then Snapchat, then Pinterest, then Bing, then TikTok, and name all of them. Now try to understand what decisions to make with such variables and metrics, and then try to make decisions as a whole omni-channel. If there's a variable like view attribution that doesn't have anything that we can root ourselves in, that becomes a problem. But then let's look at click attribution. Click attribution, like I said, is the tangible click. Someone had to have clicked the ad, and the definition of the click is the same across the board. It's clicking, it's an action. In AdBeacon, we prove all the clicks. And often, we can attribute a lot more clicks than a lot of the platforms have access to, which comes to the secondary component of privacy and security laws. Now, back to view versus click before I go in there. Let's think about this. If we have view attribution versus click attribution, how much weight should each of those get? And that goes into attribution models, right? Should it get 100% credit if they were the first click in the journey? Should it get 100% click if it's the last click in the journey? Should all the clicks in the journey get fractional credit? Should there be more weight on one versus the other? And that's what we'll talk about when we get into an attribution model specific series. But today we're just focusing on view versus click. So at the end of the day, our philosophy is you can only make decisions off of data you can prove, which is why that click journey is so important, because now you can come to the forefront with proof that it actually happened, down to the first and last name, the entire journey, the order ID, products they bought, IP, all of this, because then we'll know, are they a new customer, are they a returning customer, etc. With view attribution, it's just up in the air.